I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. My South Bend lathe has got a problem. The tailstock is a little bit loose. No, not on the machine. The number 2 Morse taper is worn. The chuck is spinning in the tailstock, and that's never a good thing. So I spent the money and bought a reamer from Victornet. It's an Indian-made reamer. We'll just have to see how well it does. The tailstock on my South Bend 9C is worn. It's been around a long time. When I put the dead center in there, it'll go in. It's got just a little bit of rattle on it. This chuck on a number 2 Morse taper it's got just a little bit of shake in it. And what's worse, it doesn't grab. It'll spin. I've cleaned up the number 2 Morse taper and checked it. Near as I can tell, it's straight. So I spent the money and bought a reamer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this reamer and I'm going to clean out my tailstock. I don't want to go deep. I don't want to take a lot of material out of there. That should be enough. I've done a full turn. And I pulled a bunch of dirt out of there and a few shavings. So hopefully I've got the galling out of the center of that tailstock and it'll start gripping again. 25 bucks for the reamer. Hopefully I never have to use it again. But also, hopefully it worked. Okay, we're recording with 2 cameras. Oh, that locked up solid. I think we've got a winner. I'm able to knock it loose. Takes quite a bit of pulling. I think I might want to run the reamer through there one more time. But before I do that, now actually, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go over this with some Scotch-Brite too. Okay, that's fully clean. Should have done that first. And for all you guys that are worried about me having long sleeves, I've got the thing unplugged. I'm not pushing really hard on this. Just got my thumb against it, so I'm doing a good wipe around the inside of that tailstock. I'm not seeing any shavings. A little bit of dirt on that one flute. Ah, that one's got some dirt on it too. So maybe it's just dirty. Flush it out with some brake cleaner. And then wipe down the whole mess. Got some shiny spots down inside there. Unplugged. Definitely took some shavings out there. You see where it built up on that flute right there. Not every flute has got shavings on it though. I got this reamer from Victornet, and it's made in India. It's supposed to be a good reamer. It concerns me that I have one flute that's doing all the work, and the rest of them are just along for the ride. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this tailstock up against the chuck. And I'm going to use the screw on the tailstock to put some pressure on that. I'm going to actually cut some steel. Now, that flute definitely cut, and that flute cut. That one cut just a little bit. Not happy. The goal here is to have this thing do a good job. And I blew the whole month's YouTube budget on one reamer. Admittedly, I don't have a huge YouTube budget, but it should be enough to get me a good reamer. It did clean up the taper so that it would hold that 11/32 drill. That's good, but not what I expect. I would expect to have all the flutes cutting. Now possibly could set that up and stone it in, but I'm really disappointed that I bought those tools and ended up having something that didn't work for me. Well, I'm not at 100%. See how well this holds up. Oh, that's got it anchored in the tailstock good and solid. I guess we're going to call it good enough. I took a permanent marker and coated the number 2 Morse taper on this live center. It's a fairly new part, closest one to new that I've got. And I'm going to go in here and run it against that number 2 Morse taper inside the tailstock. Well, that's good. We've got almost 100% wipe on that. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I've still got room in there. I can take another pass if I need to, but I think I've got it solid enough it's going to hold. The subscription drive is doing well. We're up to 17% of the views are from subscribers. That's a big jump from where it was a month ago. If you're one of the new guys that comes to visit, take a moment and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps the channel a lot. I'm always trying for something new and enlightening, and if it's fun, all the better. So if you guys are going to stop by tomorrow anyways, why not subscribe? And while you're subscribing, ring the bell. That'll let you know when the videos are coming up. Monday through Friday at noon, Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. We have a lot of fun here at the shop. Glad you could join us. Hope to see you tomorrow. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.